But this is my point about Norwegian friendliness and why, from my lens as a cultural scholar, it's so frustrating to see people making black and white judgments about something that is subjective. Every culture, I think you would be hard-pressed to find a culture that did not believe they had a rhetoric of politeness, of politesse. It's that other people don't see it that way. And it's so myopic to assume that the way you think politeness is right or wrong. And so this is a great example. When I've read from this cultural scholar that in Nordic cultures, you don't want to offer somebody something that may ask them to put themselves in your debt. That's one way that Nordic politeness can work. And so, no, it's not that I was embarrassed that I thought somebody thought I was poor. I said in another video that in all my videos about gathering wool and winter clothes that several people, especially one very sweet person, has offered to send me things. And I wasn't embarrassed that people thought I couldn't afford it. It was more that I thought, oh my gosh, I over-exaggerated and made you think I had this need so that you felt like you had to offer to help me when I didn't really need help. And I don't want to be an unnecessary drain on the community resources and the communal energy that we have to help one another when somebody might need that more. And I think that is at the core of Norwegian helpfulness and community ethics. Of course, I'm not Norwegian, but I think I'm a little bit similar in this way, that there is an assumption that people will be there for you to help you if you need. And so you should not ask unless you really need it, because in my experience, I see people so quick to be like, oh my gosh, this person might need help getting wool for her children. When in my world, I was just kind of making some jokes and I'm a little overwhelmed. It's not a big deal. But you almost don't want to ask for too much because people are going to jump. And one thing I've noticed too is I think sometimes, not always, sometimes Americans try to help with money more. I think that's because we're overworked in America, and so what we have is money, not time. But in Norway, I'm so careful about asking for help because people will give so much time to me that I have to be careful about even suggesting that I might need something, because people will go out of their way. And I think that's very common, to be careful about that. And then to be careful about offering, because you don't want to make somebody feel that they put you out for them.